Over the past week, head writer Sébastien and Thomas were interviewed by fans about Miraculous Ladybug, and they revealed some exciting information regarding future seasons, characters like Lila and Chloe, a possible live action, and so much more. Plus, we've even gotten news about future specials in the works, and we may just know which one is coming next after the London special. Before we get into everything though, make sure to join my Discord server, which is linked in the description, so you don't miss out on the summer event we have happening there right now. And shout out to Mimiqua7 on Reddit for sharing everything they took away from the interview and translating it all. So with that being said, let's get into it. Starting off with everything revealed through the interview, it was said that not only will Chloe be returning in season 6, but that Thomas wanted for her character to be redeemed, but ultimately it felt out of character for someone like her, and that in reality, a person in her position wouldn't choose to become good. After being asked about Marinette being akumatized, they said, "No comment," which I believe further confirms the possibility of Marinette being akumatized either this season or 7 or 8. And speaking about future seasons, it was said that season 6 feels like a season 1 to them, in that it's the start of a new era and arc. They already know how they want to start and finish season 7, 8, and 9, and Thomas even has ambitions to get all the way to a 12th season. The Miraculous World London at the Edge of Time special will be the last project we see SAMG be a part of, and that moving forward they will no longer be able to work with SAMG as the series is now being developed entirely in France. Whether or not the season 6 intro will be fully changed, including the song, has yet to be decided. However, we do have one song confirmed for season 6, and on the topic of the new season, Thomas was asked about which season he'd consider to be better, 5 or 6, to which he responded with 6 by far. Credit to the Senti blog for translating and sharing this part from the interview, but interestingly enough, Thomas had gone to say that, sincerely, I was very doubtful at the end of season 5. I said to myself, if we were to continue, how would we exceed? Well, we did. It's been a great season. The new writers have brought us a lot of great stuff. All the episodes we've written in season 6 are fabulous. Each episode is on point, there is no unnecessary lines, all the scenes are really interesting, really well crafted. Which is great to hear, as I'm sure us fans were also feeling doubtful on how the story would pick up again, but it does feel like the writers have a new momentum and fresh spark, but we'll be able to judge that for ourselves once we get to see the new season. Gabriel and Andre's backstory had already been written, hence Andre's redemption towards the end of last season, and they want to show us this story. The Supreme story is another that's already been written, and it's likely that we'll get to see him and his story in the future too. For all my Natalie lovers, she's expected to be expanded on and more developed in the future as well, which is super exciting to hear, as I personally love Natalie. Lila is one of the most difficult characters for them to write, which is why she was brought back so late in season 2, and Lila, aka Cerise, is a villain without a costume. They tease that they've already revealed to us why she is the way that she is, but we just haven't noticed it yet. And lastly, from the interview, it was revealed that in the next few weeks, a meeting will be happening where they'll discuss whether or not they're going to create the live action for Miraculous. I'm just saying, if you guys are looking for any background characters, just let me know. So that was a lot of information to digest, but nonetheless, most of it's pretty exciting, and I find it interesting that a handful of the things we added to our Miraculous Season 6 bingo card was brought up in this interview, and we can already get an idea of some of what's bound to happen and other things that may not. Next up though, let's get into our teases for future specials in the works. Across Sebastian's socials, he shared a photo of the corner of his laptop screen with a ladybug statue in the back, and the document is titled MLB Special Number 5 until it cuts off. Special Number 5 will be the next one to come after the London special, and if we look closely at the following letter that gets cut off, it appears to be a J, which could be telling us they're working on the Japan special. In May, Thomas had replied to a fan on Twitter requesting for a Miraculous Ladybug special dedicated to Kagami and her mother Miss Tsurugi in Japan, to which Thomas replied with, "I'm pushing for it, I want it to be the next special." So putting two and two together, the next special will most likely be in Japan, focusing on Kagami and Miss Tsurugi, and hopefully this is where we'll finally get to learn about Miss Tsurugi, but also Kagami, as personally she's one of my favorite characters in the series. I feel like I've been saying that a lot about characters, but there's just a handful of them that I really love. In May, we also got information about the debut of Miraculous Corp and a bunch of character names who we can expect to meet in Miraculous films and series, Tiger Force being one of them, and in a recent article, hospital, it was revealed that they will be introduced soon and have cancer. Her mental strength, however, will allow for her to become one of the most powerful characters in the series. That was something I was definitely not expecting, but I'm looking forward to learning more about her character in hopefully the near future. But as always, what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know your thoughts and theories down below, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the show you love. And an extra special thanks to my Celestial Guardian channel members, Libby, William, F.A., Amandine, Mustafa, and Simply Noah, and I'll see you all in the next one.